We're done
JT,
to the intro.
say words.
Roll.
Cold open.
Yeah. Sparks. Go ahead and make me a mind save.
I'm the one that has to make the save. I definitely have my Google sheet up. Fucking hell. Oh, that's an 18 naturally, though. I think I've probably made it even without my numbers, hopefully. Do I need my numbers? Need Farlight party sheets. Spark. Mind. I have a 2 in mind.
Okay, so it's a dirty 20, which is a critical success in
Nice.
the beacon system. You guys have arrived in a sunny, green environment. There is nature around you, and you are at the base of the tower. Machines are whirring everywhere. And you begin to hear voices. In the back of your mind, just a tickling little hello? And then, are you there? And then they start to talk over each other. They start to coalesce and get louder and more chaotic. And your head begins to pound. Your vision blurs just a little bit from all the sound, the overwhelming rush of machinery in your area, before it is cut out by a loud thunk. Harp, what is Maisie doing?
I don't know if Spark was able to hear it, but everybody else would have heard her half shout, half scream. What the fuck did you do? And then wind up and punch Alethos as hard as she can.
In that moment, two things happen. And Harp, you're going to have narrative control of one of them. But the other one is when Maisie's fist makes contact with Alethos, there is a crack of light before Alethos just shatters and dissipates. And Harp, what do they see?
Is this it?
This is it.
Maisie is standing there over what Alethos was and is just breathing heavy and looks back at the rest of you. Fuck this. Did you know about this? Huh?
No, I haven't known
What?
anything since I got here.
This shit? Alethos killing the world?
What?
We're back in time. We're at the fucking Rust Callers. Were they planning this the whole time? Did you know about this?
No. I thought this was that they didn't. I thought they were supposed to make our world green, not.
Yeah, I thought so too. Fuck them. Fuck them.
If I try to focus in real hard, do I get any pull or that string or that little connection to Alethos at all?
Go ahead and give me a raw d20 roll.
Okay.
You can add a d6 for being the machine speaker.
Okay. That's garbage. 9.
There is a thread that you can spot as being distinctly Alethos, but you can't really tug on it. As for the moment, it is taut and you cannot see where it leads.
This must be maybe it's something that Archonicorus did.
No,
They were playing all sorts of games.
no. Fuck that. If we
So,
see them again, because it seems like they ran right there, right? If we see them again, I'm ending it.
what? What does that mean?
They. This is so bad, right? Everything, Spark, you and I, and Akonis, everything we knew is gone, right? Because of them.
I mean, it's not gone. It's just
It's
in
gone.
the future. It hasn't happened yet. We can make sure that our world has this, right?
Spark, do you think that if we keep this around, the people we know are going to exist however many thousand years in the future, right?
Maybe.
They don't deserve this shit. They want the Rust Callers back. So if I see them, I am going to kill them.
I mean, they were able to bring us here. Can they take us home?
Do they want to? This is a betrayal.
I don't know what even really happened to say already that it's betrayal.
What do you mean?
Maybe this is an accident. Like I said, maybe it's something in the Ark of Icarus. Maybe it's some sort of like failsafe or something. We don't know. Alethos was our friend. They want to do this on purpose to us. I can
Nah.
understand.
I'm not hearing it. Sorry.
I mean, we've trusted other people that have seemingly done us wrong and learned that that wasn't the case. Why not give Alethos that thought?
Because the other people didn't kill everybody, right? Like, we can say that it's not killing, but these people don't exist anymore, right? Maybe that's worse. Okay. Everybody else think that we're gonna get Alethos back, you know, team up, hang out for a while.
I don't.
There's a lot of people like Alethos here. Just like points to her head. Kind of rubs her temples.
Oh. I'm finding myself once again a little out of my depth. Why did Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have many thoughts right now. I don't know what happened. So I don't know. Alethos could have done it, but Alethos also could have not done it. I don't know how any of this works.
Are we so sure that we're in the path? Did you see something that I haven't seen? Because this, I mean, it's weird, but
Spark, didn't you just hear a shit ton of, I don't know, what'd you say? There's a bunch of people like
yeah.
Alethos here? Seems pretty cut and dry to me, right?
I will say, not only, Spark, did you hear the voices, but I think all of you would probably notice the glaring absence of the mountains that separated Farlight from the Carbon Imperium. All you can see ahead of you is lush nature and trees, but even with foliage, you'd be able to see them. You know that.
Didn't you guys used to have like mountains over there?
Yep, the
Yeah,
scar.
Yeah.
talk to a god on them.
I was just starting to learn my way around a little bit. Did we win? Did we lose? What
We won,
did we do wrong?
and then we trusted them. That's what we did wrong, right?
I mean, I can't tell you you're wrong. I don't know that I know you're right, but I can't tell you you're wrong either.
I wanted us to. I wanted us to be safe. I thought. I kind of knew as soon as that one guy with the like scary voice called us all in because the magic mouse that I wasn't gonna make it out of that alive. But so maybe you're saying my whole family's dead?
Listen, if you, yeah, I think so. You can believe whatever you want. You can believe Alethos is trying to help us or something, but yeah, that's what I'm telling you. If you can forgive them for that, then congrats, I guess.
Is your acorn saying anything? You know, anything weird? More information, maybe?
Akonis, I just asked the acorn if Alethos is gone.
You know when the acorn is ignoring you. It's a very pointed feeling of silence. This is not like that.
Oh,
It's just quiet.
fuck.
Do you ask that out loud? Or is it like you're
Mm-mm.
thinking to your acorn?
Just a thinking. Akonis looks over at Maisie. Did you ever trust Alethos?
I worked towards a common goal with Alethos, or I thought I did.
That it's that easy to turn on them?
Turn on them?
Do you trust the rest
They
of
turn on-
us?
Yeah? Why?
Is there an insight check, vibe? I don't remember how to play this game.
You could
How do
roll.
we play this game?
You roll d20s and sometimes you roll d6s also.
I would like to... Hold on. Gain insight.
Okay, sure.
Ha! I remember.
And Maisie, I will ask you to make a contested roll.
Okay.
Convince, we'll say. We're not going to abide by the traditional like internals of these, but these are
Okay.
the actions that you're taking for all intents and purposes.
Okay.
It is a
Maisie
14
did not roll
for
great.
Akonis. Oh,
It's
what
a
did Maisie
3.
roll? Oh,
3.
I guess it's along the lines of what is safe or vulnerable here, because I'm trying to suss out, is Maisie being vulnerable and is she being honest? Does she trust us?
Maisie is doubting a lot of things right now. And the more this conversation goes on, the like jumpier and more aggressive she gets. Candidly, it seems like she thinks you guys are siding with Alethos.
Mm-hmm. If it was that easy for you to turn on Alethos, it'll be that easy for you to turn on the rest of us.
I don't think the rest of you are gonna fuck up that bad. The rest of you are gonna fuck us over that bad.
Like Spark and Gigi said, we don't even know if Alethos did this.
Who the fuck else would it be? Alethos been talking about the Rust Callers since we fucking met them. Like, right? It just makes sense.
You think after everything, they would just abandon everybody else's goals?
Yes.
Do we know if they even wanted them back? I mean, it seems like with the Rust Collar, they were just a program. They were learning to be a person and have their own thoughts and opinions.
Well, we can't exactly ask them since Maisie decided to take matters into her own hands.
They're still around somewhere.
Good.
I think when Maisie says good, there is this surge of roots that come up very pointed and sharp and get as close as Maisie allows. I don't know if Maisie retaliates as this is happening.
Maisie would have a hand on a chain.
That makes sense. Then I think that the roots slam into one of the chains. And Akonis just looks at Maisie and says, "You're not going to hurt Alethos when we find them."
I think Maisie kind of tries to big dog stare Alethos, or sorry, Akonis, for a while of that, and then looks at Spark.
Spark's just tears.
Looks at Gigi and like breaks eye contact very quickly. Yeah, you're right. Sure. I won't hurt Alethos. You guys have fun finding them. How's that sound?
You don't have to run off on your own.
Fuck off. And is going to start walking away. Before stopping in her tracks and rummaging through her back.
I think as soon as like Maisie starts to walk away, like probably a little bit out of instinct, but also like Maisie's kind of like nice comfort, even though angry right now for Spark, like just starts following.
Spark?
Yeah.
You want your friend back so bad you can stay here with him.
I don't know if he's our friend, but I think we deserve the conversation first. But if what you're saying is right and everything we were fighting to protect is gone, I don't know what to do. That's not what I wanted. That's not what we wanted. I'm not the type to feel anger, I guess, but
There are tears in Maisie's eyes, and like probably a couple coming down her face. But she still looks very angry as she just curses, just shit. And I think tries to look at everybody again and can't before she grabs onto something in her bag and starts glowing.
Does this look like anything that we've seen before?
Just one of you. It's not technically the way that, not the safest way to do this, Gigi, but you do recognize a hot swap when you see one.
Hot swaps. Damn. It's a serious moment, but the terminology caught me off guard. Sorry.
It's the best term I have for this.
I think Gigi kind of like recoils and almost kind of like has to steady herself for a second when she like kind of realizes what's going on, but doesn't really like know what to say or like how to express what she's feeling, so just kind of like just sits there and kind of like freezes. But
Can we see that something is glowing? Like, how bright is this? How immediate does this seem?
I will leave that to Harp.
I think it's pretty immediate. I think it's like she finds purchase on something and grabs it, and her entire body starts glowing blue.
Akonis moves forward to put themselves between Spark and Maisie, because Akonis's first thought is that Maisie is going to hurt Spark.
Maybe.
What?
What's happening?
I'm going.
Where? No.
I don't think Maisie can say anything else.
So you're just gonna leave us here? With this mess?
Shut up.
But you know, you can't leave us.
And I think right there she recoils really hard and grabs tight after Spark says you can't leave us. And it's a bright flash of blue. And I guess standing in her place is somebody who looks almost identical to Maisie.
Hold that thought for just a second.
Yeah.
We're going to pan away. We settle a few hundred miles south of this location. There is a large, and I'm talking miles wide, complex that has been built into the planet. There are soldiers swarming the grounds, and at the center of it all is a generational interstellar ship with bright pink letters painted on the side, the Catalyst. We settle on this image for a moment before a human with red hair, slicked back in a bright white suit and black tie, steps into frame in front of it. That's right. For only $1,200, you and your family can be inoculated and inundated into the greatest Arethian project to date, an interstellar intergenerational ship, which will pilot our species and our empire beyond the planet of Arethia and into the stars. $1,200. Seats are going fast, so call the number on your screen now. And we see a number flash on screen. Before we break away, the TV shuts off. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Fall of Arethia, Episode 1. This is still Beacons of Farlight. We're just taking on a temporary moniker. I'm going to give my players a chance to go around and introduce themselves and who they are playing. Harp will be last.
You bastard.
And to that effect, we are going to start with Kian.
I hate this. Hi everybody, my name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. I am playing Akonis, who do I need to say anything about Akonis?
You can say whatever you would like about Akonis.
Who is now feeling a sense of loneliness that they have not felt in a long time. Yeah. This is real sad, y'all. I'm not
Outstanding. We're going to move on up to Tay.
Hello. I didn't think I was gonna drink so fast today, but I'm drinking my feelings. I played Spark, who's real sad. And she's a little shade binder, usually just a little guy. We'll see. We'll see for now how little a guy they're gonna be.
On to Eve.
Hi, I'm Eve. I'm playing Gigi, but with a G, not a J, with two G's instead of two J's. I'm also my safety burrito because we're starting off strong. But currently she's a dragon rider, a dragoon, if you're more familiar with that license term. But also just picked up some more demon hunters, so it's gonna get a little fun. Get some fun stuff out of them. But yeah, that's me.
As always, I'm JT. I play everyone and everything else. We come back from commercial here. Harp, would you please introduce and describe your character?
She has the exact same build as the Maisie that was there. Maybe 5'5", 5'6". Pretty muscular. Except this Maisie is for sure different. Instead of chains everywhere, she has these kind of arm guards that are made of broken black and white glass. And as she looks up, you see that one of her eyes is, like, the white of the eye is white glass, and the iris is black glass, and then the pupil is white glass again. And just on one of the cheeks, there is kind of a triangle of black glass. And as she looks up, okay, she was crying. Are you guys okay?
Gigi's gonna like take some really like suddenly very confident steps forward and just stick a hand out and say, "Hi, Gigi, welcome. Do you remember anything?"
Oh, okay. So, wow, this is kind of crazy. I felt a tug, and so since you had done that, I thought this was gonna be way different. But I know you guys.
Oh.
Akonis, Spark, Gigi, you all look like a little different, but
As soon as this version of Maisie says Spark's just like, no, no, no. It just starts screaming, no. and will start to turn and run away. Not
Well,
far, just is going away from the situation, probably to hide behind a tree and cry. It's just out of the picture.
I toss Onion in that direction immediately.
Spark, you feel a little ball hit your feet as Onion unfurls. Little mossy capybara nuzzles up to you.
Hug him.
Can I have a recap? What happened? Wait. It's so nice. Did you guys do it?
Gigi's good to be like, like wiping tears off her face and everything. Like, yep. We kind of just got here and are still, trying to figure out a little bit of what's going on. But
Is Spark okay?
yeah, everybody's great.
I'm sorry, who are you?
That's Maisie. Like I'm Gigi.
Okay. I could see it. Sure. Interesting nickname, but whatever. Spark is away from us right now. Should we be concerned about that? Where's Russ?
What?
Russell?
Russell? Do you guys got?
We definitely don't have one of those.
I didn't have one of those either. You have a Russell?
Yeah.
Like a dog?
No, like a
Like a
big
person?
guy kind of.
A big
No,
guy?
he uses a chain. I don't know.
I don't know any big guys with chains.
He fights with it. It's pretty cool.
Is there anyone else
That's rough.
that's missing?
No. Oh wait, yeah. Wait, is Althos? Althos had kind of split from us for a second, but yeah. Little guy.
This is really hard. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Just kind of like looking at everybody. Like, I'm sorry. This is difficult. Wow.
That.
Mhm.
I see what you're talking about, Gigi. There's the memories.
Do we maybe want to like, I don't know, set up like a camp somewhere?
We should check.
And
You
just
guys
take,
should
like, a
check on
minute.
Spark. I think. I
Check
don't
on
think Spark.
Akanas? Or me?
I don't know.
What do you think? Onion's over there.
I'll go check on Spark. And Akanis walks over and kind of peeks around the tree and just says, "Hey, buddy."
Onion's like blooming from just like the water from my tears, helping his little ecosystem.
Oh no. How are we doing?
He just left us.
Yeah.
I know she's mad at Alethos, but why was she mad at Alethos?
Honestly, because sometimes Maisie is really fucking stupid.
Like, it made sense when Didi left. Didi had a lot of thought that I didn't understand. But why Maisie?
Listen, I know it probably... Not probably. It definitely is that you're now the only one from Farlight. And I imagine that feels pretty lonely.
I hadn't thought about it like that.
Akanis is like panicking. No, I'm sorry, Spark. Look, we're gonna find Alethos and we're gonna find our Maisie and maybe knock some sense into her. Maybe not. We've been separated before, and we all found each other again.
Does she even want to find us again?
I don't care what she wants. We'll find her. And we won't hurt her. We'll just talk.
I don't really know what to do without Maisie. It sounds stupid, but like they were the only one that I even kind of knew of before going into all of this, and their strength made me braver. 95% of what I do was to make Maisie hit harder.
First of all, Spark, you are plenty brave. And maybe this Maisie hits hard too.
Looks like squinty-eyed, side-eyed over.
I know that this is fucked up, but let's just give this Maisie a chance. And Akonis is like pulling these words like pulling teeth. Let's just give this Maisie a chance, and we'll figure it out like we did the first time around when we all got together.
That's what you think is best.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You make me a tomato.
I will grow a tomato. I will grow 2 tomatoes for Spark.
It comes so much easier right now. It is almost instant. The moment you raise your hand, a tomato plant sprouts, and I'll say you even accidentally overshoot a little, and you've got like 4 tomatoes on the vine at the moment.
Whoa. This is a lot easier here.
Those look like good tomatoes.
Do you want all 4, or are we sharing these with everyone else?
Takes 3 of them, leaves you 1. Starts feeding 1 to Onion.
I will hold on to the tomato. Does it feel like there's still nothing from the acorn?
Yes.
Okay. I walk back over to Gigi and this Maisie and hold out the tomato to Gigi and look at Maisie and say, sorry, you have to earn tomato privileges.
That's fine. Listen, that's cool as fuck. My Akonis could not grow tomatoes.
I think is this character's name Maisie? Just a triple check. Is there like a difference?
She seemed
name?
amused by the name Maisie.
Amused by the name Maisie. Yeah, Gigi's gonna be trying to like give you the crash course the whole time they were talking, but the entire time she keeps having to pause and be like, and it's a lot. There's a lot of emotions right now, but we're that's for later.
What?
For now, we're doing this. We're being welcoming. We're being a good host. It's gonna be great. But just quick inventory. Like, what kind of place did you come from? Was it like nice, like
Ooh,
this one, or
yeah.
was it like apocalyptic, like the other one, or is it like mine, where it's nice but it's not gonna blow up? Probably. Like,
Okay,
what kind of
apocalyptic's
nice
a
are we
strong
talking?
word,
Okay.
maybe.
Like we had a big scar here a minute ago. Just like nothing,
Yeah.
dead,
Okay.
no life.
This is good to go over, I guess. No, I'm from Farlight.
Okay. I didn't have a Farlight, so this is different already.
Other people, you didn't have Farlight for me. Oh, Book Gigi did. Book Gigi, I knew.
Gigi. Oh. Is there more than one book, Gigi, do you think? Or is that like just the like short?
Yeah, really.
Like
really
mostly
short.
hat?
Yeah, big
Have they been like getting around, or what's going on?
I've known TTRPG for a while, so
I don't know.
I don't know. I've also
I don't
known Gun GG for a while, so
Gun GG?
yeah, you're not.
I
Oh,
don't have a gun. I have a spear. And you see like the big
no, that's what. That's you look
and
just like Gun
dragons.
GG.
Do you guys have
Look just
dragons?
like- No, you asked Gun GG asked me all of these questions when Gun GG came. Sorry, but no, I was
my
in
God.
Farlight. We all got you guys all got contacted by Blight and all. Do you guys
Okay.
have Blight?
Check.
Well,
Check. We
had
did.
Blight?
Had.
Okay, you
We had
guys also did that.
contacts.
Nice.
I wasn't there
nice.
for that.
Okay. Oh wait, really?
No, I came in later.
Yeah, you got here way
No.
after Gun GG did, girl. Okay. Yeah, Blight. We had Blight. Then we did a thing north of the Scar, and
Sounds familiar. Did you
and
meet
we
the Emperor
kinda-
guy?
Yeah.
Did you kill him? Is he alive? What's going on?
Yes.
Is he immortal?
Yes, we did unfortunately have to kill. We thought we could talk it out, but
Oh,
we
okay.
couldn't.
Those ideals, they'll get you every time.
Yeah. And then we kind of decommissioned what Archimicrus was trying to do, I guess.
I think we did something different, maybe.
Oh yeah, I guess it. Wait.
Hey, everybody.
Oh.
Like, I don't really know what happened. We were just suddenly here, and then Maisie got really mad. Like, you got really mad, and like would not listen to the words that anybody was saying. And oh my god, I'm sorry. But yeah, now you're here, and you seem much happier. So maybe that's okay. After all, I don't know.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Why?
It's great. I wasn't attached.
Oh. Okay, we can talk about that later.
There's like a lot to unpack right now. Yes, correct. No. But yeah. Oh, tomato.
Spark is walking up so hesitantly, like kind of just like the very much like little kid stranger danger vibes, of just like, I'm just going to be here, but I don't understand my surroundings. But will like basically like lean on Gigi.
It's okay. It's just like it's kind of just like when I got here. Like it's a little. Was it this weird when I showed up? Is it fun? I mean, I guess there wasn't like a big emotional blow up right beforehand. I just kind of ran off. But
Yeah.
Does she do that a lot?
Emotionally explode and run off?
Yeah.
At least twice.
Twice? Not a great track
This
record.
is either like the third time or like the fourth time. I don't think I was here for all of them, so I can't account for every single one. But
Okay.
it's not infrequent.
That's rough. She should figure that out. I wish I could talk to her, but I can kind of understand why that can't happen. Spark, I can tell you're hesitant. Did you always call her Maisie? Okay. Would it help if we dropped the nickname? And you just call me Sarah?
Maybe.
Okay.
How do you get Maisie from Sarah?
Well, Sarah Mason.
Okay. All right. Who am I to judge about a name? I can't say anything.
Did you not know that about her?
Maybe.
That there's a lot we didn't know about her.
right at like opening up.
Can you go to the black battle place?
Oh, the Obsidian Forest?
It has a name?
Yeah. Wow, she was really not great about this whole thing. Huh.
No,
very
she.
brooding.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Probably like
Which
Probably the
trauma,
lack
we're
of
I
pretty
sleep.
similar.
guess. It was, you know.
What?
He also
when did we-
died. So that probably had a lot to do with it too. Well, I don't know. It seems like that before the death.
I haven't died.
Oh,
Oh, it
that
was
one
like
did.
teleportation, which is kind of like death if you think about it. Well, I'm of
It's
two
another
minds
go
about
around,
it,
right?
frankly, but
Well, okay. Regardless, I'm sorry that she did that, I guess.
nah, it feels weird.
Do you want to? Yeah, I can't really apologize for
I
her.
don't think you can apologize. Like, I can't apologize for anything other Gigi did. That would just be strange.
Do you want?
Plus, I'd know they wouldn't want me to anyway, so it's like a whole thing.
Well, it is then nice to meet everybody.
Mhm.
My name is Sarah. That's what you can call me, so you don't have to call me Maisie. People, it'll be more comfortable for me too, because I Maisie. Yeah, you know.
Super dope.
Sarah was
Yeah.
the 8th or no?
What?
Like SARA or SARA 8th?
Yeah. SARAH. Yep. And then MAESON.
Oh,
Do you like tomatoes?
I can't think the last time I had one.
Slowly reaches out and hands you a tomato.
Sarah grabs it and takes a bite. That is good. Okay, that is good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Should I say anything else? Do you need any more information about me? Happy to provide, really.
I think
Open
later when I'm not so shocked by all this, I want to hear about other Spark, but currently
yeah.
looking at your face really hurts my heart.
You're gonna make me cry.
Sorry?
No, not in a bad way. It's well, in a
Onions
bad
are
way.
really
kind of-
good,
in a-
like to you.
But yeah, where'd Alethos go?
That's
oh,
what
like
we
a
want
bunch
to
of
know.
pieces.
She did that, huh?
Bunch of
Is
pieces.
that a usual thing?
Oh, that is rough. That's rough.
At least those are still here. It's fine. We can find her. I can see their strings. Barely.
Sarah, I know that you weren't here for this, and I turned to Spark. Spark, are you hearing voices again?
A lot of them.
Are they asking to play a game or something like before?
No. Just a lot of can you hear me? Then this and then this and then that and then they stopped.
Oh. I guess
I think
that
that's
makes
why
sense.
it's hard for me to see a Lethal string. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, you like talked to machines before, right? Like basically, kinda.
Yeah.
Well, there's probably
Apparently.
a lot more machines now. They all work. Machines to talk to.
Well, I think step one is to try and find Alethos. I have no idea where to look.
Yeah, what's
Where are we now? Just like
They're
a
like-
field?
Are there trees around us?
Your surroundings are as follows. You're at the base of the tower.
Okay, basic tower.
The very same tower you did battle with the Emperor in.
Hmm.
The tower is surrounded by forest. There are trees on all sides of you.
Okay, so we're in the middle of nowhere. There's probably other people somewhere. So we could try to find them.
well?
We could just
Yeah.
take a nap here. Kind
Maybe
of sounds
we
good.
climb the tower, see if we can get our bearings around anything from up top.
Synchronize the viewpoint.
That's
I
good.
like where that's
That's a
going.
good call. I'm not bad with directions. So, you know.
Yeah. Is there like a door to the tower?
Yeah.
There is. It is a standard sci-fi metal door. If you approach it, it hisses and slides open. And inside you can see sleek metal floors, big blue fluorescent lights surround the room, and you can see a bunch of scientists rushing about.
Oh.
They have tomes and data chips in hand. They're plugging stuff in. Some of them are just doing switch and button inputs on a panel. It seems hectic in here. They are attempting to do something, but none of you can really discern what.
Do they react to us, to the door opening?
One of them looks, sees you, gets like a really confused look on their face before another one shouts something in a language that only Gigi knows, I believe.
In French.
No. In Arethian.
Same thing.
Gigi, you hear someone shout, "Get back to work" at this scientist, and they immediately snap out of their confusion and rush their tome to another socket in the wall.
Wow, they seem really busy in there, guys.
But they're not trying to kill us.
That's true.
I know the bar is on the ground, but there is a bar.
I mean, I've been where you're from. Yeah. It makes sense. I'm there. I was there with you. When we got to the Emperor's City and people weren't trying to kill us all the time, I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah, it's
nice.
exciting. It's refreshing
Kinda
when they're not
different.
immediately going to try to kill us.
Different, very non-violent. Enslaved. It's great. It's terrible.
I'm going to take a step inside.
You do so. As you step on the floor, you see a small blue energy pulse out from where your foot lands and just sort of washes over the floor.
Are the scientist steps doing that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, chaotic.
I'm going to keep walking.
You move further into the room. Connus, as you begin to encroach on these scientists' territory,
I'm not encroaching. I'm just walking.
you
Why did you phrase it like that?
you feel just the gentlest pull on your acorn.
Oh.
There's a speck of something there.
Do I get a sense of direction?
Nope.
Are there stairs?
There are stairs.
Do I see any pods like what we saw with the Emperor?
No.
I look at Gigi. Should we go up?
I mean, if they're just gonna let us, I don't know. Like, they don't look that strong.
I'm gonna head to the stairs.
As you do, as you begin to approach the
elevator?
stairs, then
Yeah, is there an elevator? Is there another door that looks like an elevator?
there is an
Tower.
elevator.
Oh, I'm going to the elevator. My bad. Those didn't work where we came from.
As
it's
you
definitely like Gigi being like,
as you approach the elevator, that internal pull gets just a little bit stronger.
Are Maisie? I'm sorry. Are Sarah and Spark following?
Yeah, trudging but following.
Okay.
no.
Very, very quietly, just to Gigi, Akana says, it's gone. The acorn.
Huh? Like physically?
Physically, mentally, I can't feel it at all, but something in here feels similar,
Huh?
and I'm
like,
just gonna.
You're fine?
I guess. Do I still look like me? Do I still look half
You do still
reclaimed?
look half dead, yeah.
Okay.
And the acorn is still physically there, I'd like to be clear.
Oh, okay.
You just can't feel its influence on you mentally.
Okay.
Maybe we like are out of range.
Something here feels similar, so I'm just gonna follow that and see if it gives us any answers.
Well, okay. Counterpoint. Do we want to be in range? Was the acorn like nice? Was it mean? I don't.
I mean, it was kind of a bully, but it had good intentions.
I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a healthy dynamic.
It just feels really lonely in here.
That's
You're telling me.
yeah, I get that.
Let
Okay,
me
anyway,
just-
let's go up the elevator, I guess.
The elevator arrives. The doors once again hiss open. There are only two buttons: ground floor and top.
Why are these people not stopping us?
Too
Who
busy.
knows?
They got papers.
Oh, this makes my tummy hurt. When we're all in the elevator, I will hit top floor.
Quick as it opened, the doors shut, and seamlessly the elevator begins to move. You almost don't feel it. That's how quick and gentle it is. Eventually, you feel a slight nudge as you stop, and the doors open on the top of the tower. This big hexagonal expanse with a metal door just sort of standing at one end. That was where you guys got to the balcony of the tower. But there's also additional furniture in here. Made out of these hexagons, there seems to be some sort of desk with a computer on top, paperwork scattered across the deck, and a very well kept gentleman with red hair sits at it, click clacking away at the computer, looks up to you, looks down at the computer again, and without looking back from the monitor, just goes, "Appointment?"
No. Can we just like look around really quick?
Breaks him out of it almost as he looks up at the four of you and takes you all in.
And I will be speaking in like Arethian or whatever if that's what people speak here, but we can do Chewbacca rules if we need to.
What's your soldier ID?
Isn't really no. We just don't know where we are, so we're gonna take a look around really quick and then just like walk through the forest. Could you give us directions to like a town or like a city? You guys have like inns here, or is it more of a tent situation?
He looks like truly, genuinely baffled.
I get that a lot.
He sort of stands up from the desk and reaches up. There is a wall there you did not initially see, but as his hand meets the wall and opens a panel on it, you see these sort of ripples from the expanse's air. as he turns a key inside a lock in this panel, and you hear the elevator door click and lock behind you.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, I don't think it's going well so far.
What did he say?
Not really anything. He did lock the elevator though. If you did you hear that? He did lock doors. I mean, hey guy, it's cool. We're like not danger. Well, we're not dangerous to you.
Do you know where you are?
No. Well, okay. I did get the impression that this place was pretty important.
This
They-
is a top secret military outpost so far out of the way of any civilian territory that only soldiers would be able to access it.
I think it did maybe make time go backwards.
Your little friend is raising their hand.
Oh,
No one stopped this.
What did she say?
nobody stopped it. Oh, right. You're right. Yeah, nobody stopped us. We just walked in. Like somebody saw us, but they just ignored us. So we just figured it was fine. So we
They're
just want to go
very
take a look around.
busy down there. I am what you would call security for this place.
At the tower?
I thought you were more like reception. That's a very different. I would have approached security much more respectfully, probably.
Where
Did you? Oh, sorry.
where could I possibly be to receive you here?
How about you
At
have a
the
nice
top?
desk?
Reception
Yeah.
at the top?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What
Thanks
are your
for letting me
names?
know. I'm Gigi. I'll let everybody else give their name or not. I don't want to speak for anybody else, frankly, given the situation. But I'm Gigi. You can know that with G's, like the letter G.
I don't mean to be rude, but if they all introduce themselves, are they going to speak foreign dialect?
I don't know if it'd really be considered a dialect in this case, but
Language, whatever.
I don't. I mean, does that? I mean, they're names, right? So like, how am I going to translate that in the first place? But hey, everybody, introduce yourselves, like, but probably pretty slowly. I don't think he knows like how you guys speak too much.
Sarah.
Gigi's like the whole time like looking at the guy like, yeah, you get that? Did you get that one?
He gives a single nod.
Also,
Oh.
Gigi, if you need us to do something, Gigi, just do a like hand signal or something. Okay. I know this guy can't understand me right now.
Yeah.
So just like
Yeah. No, just kind of like to say like, no, yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's totally fine. Okay, so and you guys have that one in this language, Sarah, right? Like you would say, and then somebody else.
A Conus.
His ears perk up at that one.
No.
That is an Arethian name, but you are not speaking Arethian.
People don't really
He
speak that.
rounds the desk and approaches you, Akonis.
Okay, bro, slow down a little bit though. Like these guys are jumpy.
Yeah, I have
Mark's
a
like in
hand,
front of Akonis.
I have a
brought-
hand on the sewing needle.
Maisie is
Spark,
smiling
by
with
the
her
way?
hands.
I think
Oh, sorry.
she already said that. She's just like, and that's Spark, by the way. I think she already said that, maybe, but no, something similar to that. She said, but, yeah.
So let me get this straight. You four are civilians who wandered their way out to a remote location in the middle of a forest. You walked inside what is clearly an operation that you should not be interacting with. And now you've brought jumpy, dangerous people into my tower?
Well, okay, there's a couple of details I take issue with. One, we didn't really wander to this tower. We kind of materialized next to the tower after a pretty intense battle. I'll say I'm still a little tired.
That's impossible.
for you. We did it. I don't know. But yeah, that happened, and then we're here. But I mean, yeah, the place we came from was terrible. It was so bad. It's scary, and so they're a little jumpy. You grow up in that environment, you know.
Are they from off-world?
Civilian, I also don't know is exactly the right term. No, they're from this one, I think.
That's
I think.
impossible. There are no hostile territories left on Arethia.
Then maybe it's called something else.
There are no
But
non-Arethian territories left on Arethia.
okay. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm kind of new here personally. I've been here like maybe a week, I think, if maybe less than
What
a
are
week.
you talking? You've been sitting outside the tower for a week?
No, 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 no. We were in a city that was moving across the wasteland, and there was like a forest one time, I think. There was a city made of like garbage. Um, I don't think I ever actually went there. I think we were banned from there by the time I got here, but you know,
He
phantom memory kind of stuff.
pulls out a small remote, a small data pad of sorts, and he hits a button. The room stops being this hexagonal expanse and just becomes a room with, modular hexagons in it. The metal door across the way that goes to the balcony is locked and shut,
Right.
and there is just a soft blinking red light.
Okay, this is we're getting worse. I
Gigi,
think
I,
the
I
situation.
feel. Do we need to act?
I'm really trying to explain the situation. There's no like violence, but I do believe we are being detained. He's not really communicating any of this to me. He's just kind of doing things.
Are
You
we
know?
gonna just let it happen?
We're not gonna let it happen.
I tend to have like an audacity that I can handle most situations. So I was gonna let it keep getting worse until I felt like I really needed to do something. But
What?
like I don't know. I just feel like I can probably wipe the floor with this guy, so I'm not like too worried about it.
Okay, but are there going to
There's
be
a
more
lot
of these guys?
Okay, great. Maybe I'll break a sweat. You know what I mean? Like it's fine.
Okay, Gigi,
We
we're
just
at the
fought the
top.
emperor
this
of
dude.
whatever. We just fought like the god emperor of whatever the hell. You know, like this dude's like he's security. Looks like a receptionist. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try to push past this guy and go over to where the balcony was. Actually, go over to his desk.
Okay. I don't know if I need you to make a roll for this, actually. You take one step and then another step, and you begin to move. And then in an instant, you are back where you started.
Oh, I hate shit like this. Oh god. Gigi, you would recognize. Gigi and Spark would both recognize that Akonis is getting ready to draw a weapon.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
Can I try to like focus and reach out to like the AI that runs this or is stationed in this tower?
Yes, you're going to need to make a mind save. It is going to be very difficult.
Oh boy, do I get to add my
Not
machine?
anymore.
Oh boy. I have too many tabs open. Where's the one that has my character sheet? There it is. I just punched my microphone. And so I'm just adding my mind to it.
Yes.
Okay, only a 15.
You tune into the voices again. You are barraged with voices upon voices upon voices upon voices upon voices of various machines calling out in some way, shape, or form. You don't know that you could get a lock on this.
Just like rub my head again.
Okay, so I noticed you keep like locking doors and there was just some like teleportation stuff going on. I just want to give you like one more like solid opportunity to just kind of be a little more open with us. You know, there's been a lot of like bad communication recently going around. Frankly, I'm sick of it. So like just, you know, like let's just be real. Like, what's up? Basically.
I don't know what you guys have going on in your little civilian complement here, but
I
this is
just don't
not
know that
my.
civilians like accurate. I think they were like deputized by some form of government, and I
Which
think by
government?
extension, Farlight. You know them?
That is not a real entity.
Okay, you keep saying things are like real or not real, um,
GG.
but like, have you ever thought beyond?
You
Maybe a
guys are
little
going to
bit like
wait
the
for the
religious
Lord
views?
Commander.
Lord Command. Does he have a name? Is he? I might know him. Maybe.
Lord Commander Arcturan.
That sounds like kind of familiar for some reason.
Hey, GG.
Uh-huh.
It seems like
One
things are getting tense. Seems like
Yeah, a
things are
little
getting
bit. I'm
really
trying to
tense.
yeah,
And
I'm trying to
listen,
like Akanas is like
I'm
halfway to weapon drawn, and I just really am trying to maybe
oh,
avoid that right now.
I'm actually all the way there already.
You're all the way there. You're ready to go.
Well, I like my
I can
weapons
be
are
there.
out. She references her arms.
Gotcha. Yeah, like
You know,
thunder lightning kind of situation. Yeah, I gotcha.
no, more like the glass on my arms. Do you want to maybe last shot? I'm good with people if you want to like translate between us.
Oh, yeah. Okay, listen, my friend here, my new friend that I just met, kind of. Also have known each other for a very long time, but like the one that I just met. She's gonna talk to you now. Is that's okay? While we're waiting on what was his name? General.
Lord General Arcturus.
Okay, yeah. So while we're waiting on that guy, what would you like to say, Sarah? One moment.
Hi, it seems that there's a lot of misunderstanding.
And I'm always saying that. I was just
I
saying that.
okay.
Yeah.
What can I help clarify? It seemed like a lot of things not being said. What can I help with?
Yeah. So in a really strange twist of fate for me personally, you don't need this information, but like just in like kind of a strange way, um, Sarah here's really asking you to kind of like clarify things and put things out in the open and really just like say stuff. It's yeah. So like, do you want to do that a little bit, maybe?
You and
Like, is
Sarah
there
can
anything
attempt
we
to
can
do that.
clarify? Can we clarify anything for you? You seem to be really confused about what places are real or not. Like, I just feel like we could probably help a little bit.
You and Sarah can attempt to do that with Lord General Arcturan.
Is he like a little less of like a brick wall communicatively, or would you say more? Like, where do you line him up? Sorry, it's been a day. Was that rude?
You will find out from Lord General Arcturan.
If that was rude, okay. I see where we're at. It's okay. It's fine.
He sits back down at his desk at this point and sort of begins to organize the papers and starts click-clacking on his little computer.
GG, I would really like clarity on what
Yeah,
exactly is
so
going
Lord
on.
General Arcturus, I think was his
Arcturan?
Arcturus is something else, isn't it? Is that what I'm thinking?
Arcturus is a different thing.
Okay. But Lord General Arcturan, he's gonna come and apparently we're gonna like talk to him maybe if we want to, but we could probably take this guy. I don't know. Can you move without teleporting? Is that what just happened? Did you just like try to move and you teleported?
I'm gonna take a couple of steps forward again toward the guy.
Yeah, you get reset.
Are we just like stuck here in this spot?
I can throw a weapon.
I'm not totally against it at this point. That guy's kind of a dick.
We don't have to kill him.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to
How-
like throw it at the wall just to like get some aggression out, I mean, that's probably fine too.
I'm gonna.
How-
Oh, go ahead.
Just how we're guys. You know me. I love adrenaline rush much as the next person.
That I think
How
is new
do we
information for
plan
all of
on
us.
getting out if we
Actively
fight him.
demand you.
Yeah, I was maybe thinking to like get the remote. That seems to control everything. So if we could get a hold of that, we're probably in business.
Mostly, I just don't like his tone. I'm gonna be
Right?
honest.
I'm glad that translates because it is a little nasty.
Yeah, it's. I feel talked down to, even though I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, he kept telling me that places weren't real. I was just there. And like, also,
Well,
the
you guys are
multiverse
back in-
exists. So like,
Yeah, you guys know that like right here is like, or sorry, Gigi. We're on the clear that this is at a point far in the past, right?
see, like, I don't want to assume anything. That does make more sense than any other thought I've had.
Yeah, this is
since
for
then.
sure the rust
Like,
collar. Or
That
sorry,
was
the
my
Arethian squad.
first. That was my first thought, but I wanted to maybe leave room for other options. But no, that makes sense.
Well, it for sure
Damn,
seems
they
like
don't
that
even know
was
how
the one.
dumb they are. That sucks. We're gonna talk to a bunch of people that don't even know that they're idiots that blow up the world several times.
Yeah, that is rough. Um,
Would you mind
so
if I
we
try
should
something?
clarify that, I think, with them, with the big guy that comes in. You said there's a big guy that's coming
Yeah,
in?
there's a big guy. We could maybe wait to talk
Okay,
to him.
we should for sure get that
Unless you
squared
want to
away.
leave before he
Hey,
gets here. Like,
from
is
a
the
different
plan leave before
how?
that guy gets here, or are we dealing with that? Yeah, how is a great question, but
Kill the guy, get the remote, get out of the
maybe.
tower.
Oh no.
Look, I don't want to be like a buzzkill on whatever these plans are that we're making right now, but for possibly the first time ever, we're not like wanted for killing things, whether we actually did or didn't, or lies or whatever, you know? Like, maybe we start this out and like actually try talking and not be immediately wanted murderers, because that might make it harder to find
Yeah.
Alethos and maybe get home or maybe
that.
figure out whatever's going
Gotta
on.
make it harder to murder when we need to.
I mean, I'm open to that. I am. No guarantees that this doesn't end in bloodshed, just given our track record.
Just
and
maybe we don't
given-
start it.
But we'll finish it.
Yeah.
Or we'll die, one or the other. But that's kind of always how it is, right?
Preferably not that.
Preferably not. Yeah, I'll look over at the guy at the desk. Be like, "What's your name?"
My name?
Yeah,
My name is Akathian.
Kothian. Okay. I just wondering. What would you say if I told you that we were from like the future?
I would tell you that you really need to talk to the Lord General Arturin about this.
But like, what is your personal opinion about it?
I do not get paid to worry about time travelers.
But
does someone get paid?
but
I
like,
can't understand him.
does this happen a lot?
Nope. Never before, never once ever.
You're like you had that line ready to go. That's okay. Yeah, he says he doesn't get paid to worry about time travelers. So he like doesn't really care if we're from the future or not. I kind of like him again. Weirdly enough, like I kind of get it.
No,
Like I kind of get it.
no.
Don't you get
That's
you don't
kind of a
get
good
it?
sign
If
though,
you were
right?
if you were like sitting at a desk and all these people are just saying all this weird shit at you, wouldn't you just be like, that's kind of not my job and just move on?
We've never had the luxury.
No, that's true.
I did a summer internship one time. It sucked. I much prefer beating the shit out of things with a giant spear and riding my dragon.
Okay. That's really cool, genuinely. I want to take a second. That is really cool. That's kind of a good sign though. No? Right? That he doesn't care about time travelers? That means he'd probably be like, "Oh, sorry, it's a misunderstanding. Here's where to go, what to do.
I'm
All
gonna
that.
launch more inane comments at this guy because that's where we're at.
He has started ignoring you, very pointedly.
Oh, okay, but like, y'all are trying to stop the end of the world right now, right? That's what's like so important that everybody's trying to do, right? Seems like a
He
pretty big deal.
extra super ignores that one.
Yay! Just saying.
If there are no actions anyone would like to take, after a little bit of time passes, there is a loud, very obvious whirring sound outside, followed by the clanking metallic shink of boots hitting the balcony before there is a knock at the metal door. You see the security guard waves his hand, and the metal door from across the room slides over to you. And you hear it click and unlock.
It's like in front of us?
Yep.
Like
That's
the
really
door?
cool.
Did the wall
That's
come
really
with
cool.
it, or is it just the door?
Just the door.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's really cool.
Wow. Yeah, we didn't know what this tower did, huh? We didn't, like, not at all. It didn't do this when we were here last time, you know?
Yeah.
Wait for a Lord General to present himself to me.
Nobody comes through the door. I'd like to make that abundantly clear. You have to go to him.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Yeah, I'll just be like, wait, are we
Go.
do we open it?
Go.
We can go now? We can go now.
Do not keep him
Now?
waiting.
Now we can go?
You can go whenever you feel ready.
Okay, sorry, I'm being a bitch now. All right, that's fine. Okay, we'll go. Hey guys, we can go.
Oh, okay.
Just open the door and walk through.
You walk out to see a tall, broad-shouldered man with graying salt and pepper beard and hair atop his head, tied up in a war bun. His armor is heavy set metal and rusted almost all the way down. You see his blade in his sheath. The sheath is also rusted away. The sword is equally so, spotty and red and metallic. He is wearing a crest on his breastplate that depicts just a sort of polyhedron that the longer you look at, you can't quite seem to pin down. The sides almost seem to shift and change. He's got a bit of a half smile as the four of you step out. Off the balcony, you see a large red warship. It is blimp-like. Imagine the Fire Nation's airships from Avatar, if that is the closest approximation you can conjure. A dirigible. He looks down at all four of you and in perfect common speak says, "So you're the time travelers."
Yeah. Hey, you guys got that,
Need
right?
to care about the time traveler.
Oh, finally. I hate
Oh,
translate.
wow. Nice. Hi.
Hello. Step aboard my ship, would you?
Okay.
Okay. Is that cool with everybody? Are you really good with that?
I mean, he's asking us to. I don't think we have a choice.
You have a
Not
choice.
that-
What's the other
Oh.
choice?
Find your way through the woods. Pray to God that wolves and birds and various other predators do not eat you.
Okay. I just want to verify for my friends here who are, you know, various levels of condition to mistrust others. Are you like gonna kill us immediately or like in the near future? Or like, is it kind of cool? Or are we like cool?
Do you intend to attempt to kill me?
No,
Not
genuinely
like
no.
initially, but I mean,
Well, then I see
we'll
that I have no
retaliate.
cause to raise my blade to you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
A reasonable person, finally. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If
I
it
thought everybody was
helps,
gonna be like that other guy.
if it helps calm your nerves, the intent of what we are going to do is I'm going to fly you to a civilian city, get you IDs and codes, and so long as you promise not to fuck with things too much, send you on your merry way.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
that's
Actually
probably
sounds pretty
fine.
good.
That sounds like exactly what we do.
That sounds great, actually.
He gestures to a gangplank that is sitting on the balcony here. After you, then.
You ever see time travelers before? As I'm walking across the gangplank?
Not once ever.
That's...
Do you want to ask us any questions about what
Crazy.
happens?
Yeah, you want to know about the future?
Unfortunately, if I do that, I will be instantly and unceremoniously killed on the spot.
Really?
Like-
Why?
Y'all came
What?
up with rules for time travelers very fast.
For having never seen time travelers.
Yeah.
We had to be sure of every possibility.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Althos is going to lose his mind. Let me tell you what. Sorry.
got-
Alethos. That is an Arethian program, yes?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda? Like, not really.
As you
They get
guys
really
sort of
mad
get
if you call them a
to the
program.
end of the gangplank, he sort of raises a finger to shush you guys. We do not speak too freely of Arethian project here. I will lead you to a conference room, and you will be permitted to ask as you wish.
Okay. Do you guys got, like, wine? Here?
We have an entire winery below deck.
Oh, I like this.
I'm sorry, an entire winery?
Oh,
Yes.
I'm really glad Maisie's not here because that's actually kind of awesome.
About
I can't even,
3
like,
miles of the lower ship is dedicated to growing grapes. The other remaining 3 miles of the
I'm
front...
sorry, 3 miles?
This is a big ship. I'd like to be clear. This ship is massive.
That's like a different scale. I think.
You would have to wager that this ship houses an army.
Oh, how tall's the tower?
The tower is quite tall.
Okay. Apparently
miles
not.
and miles above the.
I did not. I had like
My perspective was so
Yeah,
off.
my
for all
perspective was
this.
way off.
I had like a Breath
skyscraper.
of the Wild tower like in my mind.
Taller.
we're in like the stratosphere. Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah. Wine.
And
would be
he
helpful
leads
right
you
now.
to a fine conference room. You notice the tower's metal was very clean. It was very sleek, very sci-fi. As you climb onto this ship, thank you, I appreciate it. I'll be here all week. As you climb onto the ship, the metal here is more way more rusted, and it creaks as you guys step onto it. Spark, it even reacts to your weight as it creaks just ever so slightly. He leads you into a conference room with Magitech tabling. It's got a little projector in the middle, and he sits in this grand rusted throne at the head of the table and gestures for you to join him.
Like, do we have to like order the wine or?
You will have time to see to the wine.
Okay. Sorry.
I
it's
prefer
been a-
not to
it's been a
consume alcohol
long
during business conversations.
yeah. Yeah, definitely same.
First things first. Introductions are in order, I believe. I am Lord General Arcturin, right hand of the expansionists.
I'm Gigi.
Very good.
Spell with a G.
Okay.
J.
I'm Sarah. I was second organizer for the scavengers that don't exist right now, I guess.
Sure thing.
My name is Akonis.
Spark.
He looks to you specifically, Akonis, and he cocks an eyebrow. You feel that internal tug again. It's even tougher than before as he says something to you in Arethian.
but I don't understand shit.
I would like you to make a mind roll.
Oh. To find my stupid virtual dice roller. So all my dice are packed up. Ah, nuts. I don't understand shit. That's a 4. Damn it.
You hear this Arethian speech, and you feel that tug internally pull on you hard as it ever could. It is attempting to muster something, but you just cannot hold on to it. The surroundings are much too new to you. You see Lord General Arcturan shrugs and goes, "So, what can I help you with? How can I help you accustom to Arethian life?"
And does anybody have anything super pressing? I mean, just like a where's our friend? Would be good to know.
Is there a way to get us back to the time we came from?
'Cause we were in like a different time, and I'm not gonna say that like the world was in a great shape, but like I don't want to like spoil anything. But there are like loved ones of some people here, so we'd like to maybe see those ones again.
Interesting.
Not me, I'm not from here, but you know,
I-
other people have loved ones, I'm sure.
Is it going to be bad if we talk? Sorry, is it going to be bad if we talk about our future too much?
As long as I do not ask and you do not tell me anything that I can use, we should be fine.
Okay, that is important because I
What
was
are
going to
things
say
that you
something.
would use things for?
I cannot tell you that.
Difficult.
Yeah, that's rough.
Difficult. Yeah. But like where do all the little programs live?
The Project Archimicorus, which Alethos is a member of, a part of, as an Arethian program, are scattered about Arethia.
So
How big
where's
is that?
This planet has an equator approximately
It's the planet. Oh,
40,000 kilometers around.
honest, your question sounded better. I don't like that answer.
Kian was gonna ask how many football fields is that?
I mean,
You Texans.
how many regulation size football fields is that?
If Alethos is part of Archimicorus here, where is Alethos?
He sort of winces. He wants to tell you, but he can't. I'm afraid that that information is reserved for Project Archimicorus soldiers only.
Where unreserve it.
I mean, we were literally like
We
I'm
were
pretty
kind
sure
of-
Spark and Archimicorus were basically like siblings after a certain point. Like they were like so close.
Yeah.
But Archimicorus might have been like a dirty liar. Like it's kind of like I don't really know what to think about it at the end of the day.
It doesn't fall to me to declassify information.
Well, if Archimicorus gave us permission, in the
Did
future-
Archimicorus give you permission?
I guess I don't know. We certainly did something.
Arcturan looks to you, Spark. Do you or do you not have true and well permission from Archimicorus to seek her out?
Do I remember anything other like post her being like, "Okay, I'm doing the game now. Bye." And like the split.
You don't. She, I don't think, ever mentioned finding her.
We were playing hide and seek. I think
I'm
that
going.
the whole part of that game is to seek and find.
I'm going to assume that that is probably not applicable here.
Gonna make me lose hide and seek? I've never lost a game of hide and seek.
I'm afraid my capacity to win or lose you that game is beyond my control.
You
You'll
know,
probably get zapped on the spot, right? That's what it
it
seems
is
like.
kind of nice that people aren't so like aggressive here. I just feel like, man, people are just really aggressive.
People had to be.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I get it. I couldn't understand my privilege. You know, I recognize it. I recognize it. I like a part-time job in Dragoon School or whatever, you know. But
I
Not everyone
could,
was aggressive.
I could
too.
bring you before the Board of Commissioners. That is the highest level of authority on Arethia at the moment.
okay.
But they're all busy with the Catalyst project and its launch going well.
Mm. Yeah, I bet
So
that
it would
goes great.
be
Trying really hard to keep a poker face.
it would be to you guys to convince them that you deserve to access Project Archimicarus and Alethos.
Okay. Can I like I just had a thought. Could I like run it by you? Like maybe what we could probably
You may
say.
ask me whatever you would like.
Like I just want to know, so if we were going to tell them that potentially there's some kind of time loop situation going on and everything keeps going wrong in the same exact way every single time, and that maybe we could help fix that, do you think they'd be open to that, or would that be like kill us on the spot kind of language? I just want to like double check. This is all hypothetical, of course.
I cannot tell you for sure how they would react to that information.
Okay. I just wanted to check, you know. I don't want to get like vaporized on the spot or anything. That'd be. Jeez, you'd be so mad.
Please, if we wanted you dead, you would be dead. I promise.
I'm sure that's true.
Well, listen, I can go set that up if that is what you would like, if you are truly so inclined to retrieve a program.
Yeah. Kinda. Like family. And also there's some like really complicated kind of conflict happening between people, and I just feel like we can't leave that unresolved, and we can't really resolve it unless we get Alethos back. So so yeah, I just feel like that's a good order of business to do things in.
Okay,
I'm fine.
sure. Why don't you all report to my lieutenant upstairs a couple floors, doctor's office on the right. They will get you citizens chips.
Oh, I have like a skin thing. I don't think I can get a chip.
Well, then you will not be permitted to leave this vessel.
Okay. I'll have to think
Just
about
deal
that
with it.
some.
You know, I got
You got
experimented
one?
on all the time. What?
Huh?
What?
Okay.
I mean, like in Farlight. You were in Farlight. Okay.
I was
Yeah.
I was in a library that I think was in
right,
Farlight,
but
but I was there like all the time, so I didn't really see any of the.
that is true. My book GG
Okay.
too. Anyways, thank you for the citizen things.
Citizenships.
Yeah,
I don't like have to take a
citizenship.
test or anything, or like wait 6 months for some forms to come in the mail or longer.
If you are well and truly time travelers, you couldn't possibly answer our citizenship test.
That's true.
So there is. Okay.
There is a test, but it has fallen out of style. Everyone is an Arethian citizen now.
Yeah, I think the guy, the root guy, he said that. He said the whole planet. He was like, you
Correct.
didn't come from anywhere outside the Arethian Empire because there's nowhere like that exists. And I'm like, that's false. Factually.
We are currently unaware of any possible extraterrestrial life that exceeds this planet.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Never mind. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that.
Good. I will be here if you have any further questions. Don't ruin anything and don't get in trouble.
Big ask. really big ask. We'll be so good though.
We are going to pan away as the dirigible flies off into the horizon. We're going to take a little break, a quick bio break, a little break. Get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, get juice or water or some other liquid. Pet your pets, tell them you love them, and we will be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's me. I
Ish.
press that button and I'm
You
ready
do press
to
that
do
button.
it. So see ya. Bye.
Rip it and ship it.
Bye.
we're back now.
Welcome back to the fall.
Opa!
Somebody okay? Are you
It sounded
okay?
like the pipe with reverb.
It was my Arizona iced tea from this morning.
Oh my god.
No,
It
not the iced
it did
tea.
sound like the like
No.
pipe drop with reverb. Like video. A little bit is so funny.
Welcome
Okay,
back
we're back.
to the fall of Arethia, everybody. We left our heroes at the conference table of one Lord General Arcturin, right hand of the expansionists. He is a high-ranking military member of the Arethian Empire and has sent our lovely party off to get citizen chips, that is, chip implantations, to announce your citizenship in Arethia as full-blooded members, because as of current, you guys don't know how to get home. So you guys make your way upstairs, the halls and floor creaking as you go. The rust is thorough and deep, and it is as true as the sun in the sky. You find your way to the doctor's office. It is a hallway of very similar sci-fi doors that sort of slide open and leave a little puff of rust behind as they open, but the doctor's office door has a detector around it. Just a small door frame detector. There's clearly a light up above. As the four of you step in, Akonis, you step through and it beeps.
Oh.
The doctor, who is currently working on a cadaver of some kind as you guys enter, perks up upon hearing the beep. You see that their eyes are hidden underneath goggles with several various attachments on them. Hair is wild and white, and they clamber on over to you. Hello, I trust that you are the ones the Lord Commander sent word of, the four mysterious interlopers that we are supposed to
Oh.
have had.
Is that
Interlopers
what
is
he
a
called us?
interlopers is like I don't love the sound of interlopers actually.
Mysterious though.
Yeah, mysterious is cool, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I suppose would probably be better to say three interlopers and a fellow Arethian, and he gestures to you, Akonis.
I'm sorry, what?
You have a citizenship.
You have the chip?
I don't think I have the chip.
Well, could you back through the door and then come back in?
I will back through the door.
Now come back in.
I go back in.
It beeps again, and he nods assuredly. Citizenship.
I'm gonna pull Onion out, and I'm gonna put Onion through the door and then bring him back in.
It does not beep for Onion.
Fuck.
What is it? Is it in like your hand or is it in like where is it? Like if you just put your hand through, does it beep?
I'm gonna start to try to figure out where in my body it is.
It only beeps when your torso moves through. When you're like this vertical of your body has passed through the detector.
This is news to me.
I must imagine so. You do not look modern, we'll say.
Has everybody else on the ship looked like fully alive human beings?
Yes.
Okay.
As for the remaining three of you, if I could just get you to sign your names on these three pamphlets, this will write your name into the chip and assign your ID number as such.
How many names can I put in?
How many names do you want to put in?
I have a lot of them. Do I put in all? What about titles? Do we include titles?
No titles.
No titles.
Titles are
If-
written into soldier chips.
Let's say, like, for example, like, let's say I'm from like a different, like, there's a different me that's actually like from here. I guess technically that one's not from here, but like if I swap places, is the other me also gonna have a chip, or is it just like just for me? Because that'll also change.
Resonance images of you will not share your chip.
Okay.
I assume you're talking about resonance imagery.
Maybe.
That's not what we called it.
What did you call it?
I think Gigi called
What
it
did
like
you
an echo.
Echo.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
novel, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's not quite.
Yeah,
an
it's
echo.
one. Well, it was kind of her in. It wasn't her echo. Figured it out all by themselves, really.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I got lots of little buddies that are just they're me, but they're not me, and they live in the Hall of Mirrors with all the rest of everybody.
Echoes is a little misleading, I think. Resonance images makes more sense. Reality, as we know it, is sort of layered on top of itself repeatedly, and that layer, certain layers of it, make up the fractal point of a greater crystalline structure.
Yep. No, I'm there. I'm already there. Yeah, like I live it. I'm with you.
Yeah, we're both not from. Well, I guess none of us are from here, but
Yeah.
Well,
resonated.
Do you know like what like when do people go like back? Do you know like what's up with that? Like do you just like switch back? Like do you have to like pick to do that?
There's a
Does it-
time limit. It usually lasts about a week, but there are
Uh.
ways to make the swap permanent.
Huh? That's news
Yes.
to me.
Simple procedure to get your atoms reattuned to this reality's frequency. Otherwise, your entire molecular structure would rip itself apart from shaking too wrong.
I want to ask so many questions. And any other day, I would do that. Today, I think if I ask one question, I will just die.
He pulls out a small needle gun, puts it to your neck, and there's just this like ka-thunk. You don't feel anything as he pulls the gun away from your neck. You can ask questions if you want. I'm just going to get through this quick.
Yeah, like I know it's an option. I just think for me personally, I would just pass away.
As you say.
I would. I have somebody back where I'm from, where my resonance is resonating, not here, who has been pretty stressed about going back. Does it require a lot of fancy equipment, or is it something we could do alone?
Does what require fancy equipment?
The shaking.
Oh, atom realignment.
Yeah.
Do you know if your resonance has we call it the metronome. It's got a very more technical term, but it's essentially a machine that ticks and tocks your atoms until they're ready to stay. If that makes sense. It's a physical phenomenon made metaphysical by the ideology that we are all one in the same crystal. You understand?
I hunt rocks for a living, man. I don't understand a single thing you're saying.
Okay. If your resonance and you want to permanently trade places, you can come find me. It only typically needs one person to swap.
No, it's not me. Sorry, dumb question, I guess.
No such thing as a dumb question, only a dumb answer.
Dumb answer, I
Yeah.
guess.
I do like how that puts the onus on the like answerer, you know? Like
No.
that's I like that.
That is how burden of proof works, isn't it? He approaches
telling
you, Sarah, puts the needle gun up to your neck, and there's another kathunk.
Oh, that wasn't bad. I thought that would hurt.
No, of course not. We long developed our technology to remove pain from the process.
Okay, everything. Listen, I'm still not all the way on board with being here, but everything back home hurts so much.
That's
Like,
unfortunate.
it was crazy.
That is deeply unfortunate.
I think I'd kind of miss it.
Oh, okay.
Like
Why?
if just nothing ever hurt, I feel like that would be like really dull.
It's not dull. You pursue what you want to pursue, look at the arts, enjoy science, serve the military, fight for
I
the
like the
greater good of
thrill of-
Arethia.
But like the thrill of combat, like that hurts.
Not anymore.
What? No, I can't do this today. We can't ruin combat today. Not here. We can't do that.
Sparky approaches you with the needle gun, sort of looks at your scales. Do you have a softer part of your body I can put this gun against? Like a cartilage or...
Oh yeah. We'll just like kind of turn to like some little like spot behind a bunch of scales, kind of getting before the like face scales and back scales meet.
Okay, let's hope this isn't too close to your brain. And then there's a thunk. Don't. It's a doctor joke. I assure.
That's a terrible joke. We don't know anything.
Yeah, that's a rough joke, man. But that's crazy.
I
Sorry,
respect it. I respect it. But why?
I'm not
It hit
used
my
to
brain.
dealing. It did not hit your brain. I promise.
Okay.
Okay, you'd probably just be dead if it hit your brain.
I'm not used to dealing with people whose cortisol levels are so high. I apologize for my bedside manner being a bit out of practice.
With cortisol.
Cortisol is a hormone that your brain releases when you're stressed.
Well,
Just
I have a
full
lot of
it.
that right now.
Yeah, it was just chock full of it.
Arcanus turns to look at you. Would you like me to scan your citizenship?
Sure.
He pulls out a small, it looks like like a price tag scanner you can find at grocery stores. He just kind of puts it up against your neck, and you hear a beep as an image of you is displayed on a screen. This is not the you that you know. There are no vines. There are no twisting plants or roots underneath the skin. There is no sign of decay at all on this man.
I think takes one glance at the picture, at the image, and looks away.
Let's see. You lived in Portentia up until about 2 years ago, where you were relocated to... That's interesting. Relocated to Axiom Prison Island. Before you were then again temporarily relocated to a research facility. And now your whereabouts are unknown.
Found him.
Yes. You see he deletes the unknown part and he writes in on the dirigible, insert name of ship. I did not write one for this.
I'm sorry, I went to prison.
Well, yeah, we could pull up your record if you'd like.
I knew you were cool.
I don't think I went
I'm
to
gonna
prison.
wait to say that until we know what the record says. Actually, I'm just
He pulls the image back down to his personal data pad and he begins sort of sifting through the data. it looks as though you were some sort of scoundrel, rebellious sort. You broke out several dissenting political figures from the prison. Oh, interesting. You staged an attempted coup in Portentia, which is the initial reason you got sent, but the coup failed because eventually your mates turned on you. And then after the research facility went haywire, you disappeared. But now you're back.
Does it say why I was in the research facility?
It does report several missing chemicals.
Key chemicals?
Key, of course. All chemicals in a research facility are key.
This is news to me.
That's fun.
That's a word.
You have several wanted posters in your file.
I would like to see one of those.
I will print them off. We have good wanted poster paper in the office.
Are those like still active?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that you're not gonna send them to prison.
Oh no, of course not.
Like
That
a
would be
statute
silly.
of
We don't-
limitations?
We don't send criminals to prison. That's stupid.
What do you do with them?
We just let them run about.
Why?
Well, in effect, the Board of Commissioners is so sure that most people could not effect great enough change that they don't even bother.
That is a terrifying answer.
Wait, so what are the wanted posters for if it doesn't really matter if you're wanted or not?
It's really just like a general warning to the people who run into that person that mischief might ensue.
Oh.
Now, I will say there is a wanted poster here for the Portentia incident where you were well and truly wanted.
But that's been squared away.
Squared away. Once you proved that the prison could be broken out of, it stopped being a necessary wanted poster because there was nowhere they could send you.
Is there anything about when I became like this and will gesture to the vines?
He scrolls for a minute through the information and he goes, nothing I can find. Why?
Simple curiosity.
She's gonna leave. Like maybe it was like, maybe that happened like later. You know, like later.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Just trying to line a few things up.
That's
Key in
fair,
question.
that's fair.
What's the Emperor's name?
The Emperor?
Yeah.
I don't actually recall that you got a name.
Damn it.
There was some kind of name I felt like, but
I think that was in one of the flashbacks.
yeah.
I think even in the flashbacks, I don't think I gave a name, but I don't remember. I will look into it and I will let you know.
Okay. As we're leaving, can I try to swipe that little gun?
The needle gun or the scanner gun?
The scanner gun.
Yeah, he's just set it on a table. If you'd like to roll, just a general skill check.
Probably can't fathom that anyone would ever try to steal something, so he's just like,
It's true. But he just said it himself. When I'm around,
Fine.
mischievous things happen.
Mischief warning.
I have absolutely nothing that would help with this. Do I get to add anything? Can I add agility?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a 17.
Yeah,
16.
easiest swipe of your life.
Wonderful. What's the cadaver?
The cadaver just appears to be. How do I put this? How do you describe the indescribable, right? It is a creature unlike anything you
Metaphor.
guys have ever seen. It's humanoid. It does not possess any features that would indicate that it is humanoid, but it is. You know that it is. There is great effect on this creature, and as you sort of focus in on it, you realize that while this guy had been doddering on, your peripheral vision had been subconsciously blocking this thing out.
What's that thing? It's incredibly upsetting to look at.
This is a creature what crawled out of the between.
What's the
What's that?
between?
There's a thin space between material and magic that we best words fuck around in a little bit, and occasionally when we design a particularly magical or upsetting project, these creatures come out. So we eradicate them and study them. We lost heart.
Spark's eyes are so big right now.
And they crawl out of the between.
They crawl out of the between.
Is it like
Live
is it
now
like a
and
like
back.
a like a the super shadowy?
Yes, something like that.
You friends?
They're not all bad. I don't think. Not to me.
Okay, that's terrifying to hear.
Are they all bad to you?
We haven't figured out how to tame them and use them for our purposes yet.
I just give
Yes.
them a little pat and then they're my friend. Kind of like when you find a lost cat.
What's a cat?
Oh,
You
this
don't
place
have
sucks.
cats here?
I'm back on the other end. This place sucks.
I can't say that we do, no.
Do you know like what love is?
Conceptually, yes, but I can't
It's
say that I
that, but
personally
both
experienced the
fuzzy and-
emotion.
We can't unpack all that right now, buddy. Not today. Not with the day I've had, but
Yeah, is that a
it's like
personal thing or is
love.
that a
You think
societal?
that if we're here, we're gonna have
It's
a
a
whole
personal
life
thing.
without cats?
Oh, okay. Word.
It's like
You do
it's
use-
like love, but it's sharp and also fluffy.
That sounds awful.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it kind of is, but they got
you guys
away.
have like massage chairs, like when something like vibrates.
What the
What
fuck is a
chair?
massage chair?
Oh, you guys never. Oh no,
What's a massage?
that's crazy. You know, oh no, it's when somebody like rubs your muscles until they feel better when they're all like tight and sore.
Oh, I understand.
That's
That's a thing that happens when you don't feel good.
Do,
That
do
doesn't
you
happen
not,
here.
You guys don't. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
okay.
seeing what's up.
Okay.
Sometimes my
I'm-
mom would give me this little
Okay.
thing that had little wires, and you go, and
It's
went
kinda like
between
that.
my scales. I
Yeah.
like that.
Wait, so
I
you
like the
really
chair.
you can't feel bad at all?
We can feel bad, like mental anguish, and we can mourn and grieve, but
Okay.
we've eradicated pain.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. How do you know if you're about to die?
Your
Right, that feels like-
citizenship will monitor your well-being and health and will send reports to you.
Is that happening to me right now?
Yes,
What?
it's
we
happening to
not
you right now.
Can we not do that on me? Actually,
Uh,
can we stop that?
Do I have the
He-
option to still feel pain if I want to?
You'll still feel pain. You have to go. It's not a pain suppressant.
Oh, okay. You had me worried for a second.
Then what is it?
It's just a chip.
Well, then how do you not feel pain? Is that not connected
Yeah.
to the chip?
How's that
No,
not
that's
happening?
a different thing that Arethians have. I assume you're not from here, given the circumstances of your arrival.
I'm not.
Mhm.
From here.
Well,
They're,
in a
like,
way.
kind of from here.
So that's
In a
it's an operation that you
I'm
can get
from
done that's free to citizens.
Oh, okay. So we can opt out.
Healthcare, nice. Okay, okay. It's elective.
He turns around and he pulls open just the most decayed, awful filing cabinet you've ever seen. It creaks and screeches as it opens, and he pulls out a really dusty sheet of paper, and it's a waiver for bodily monitoring. And he hands it to you, Sarah. Just sign this, and legally, your vital signs will not be monitored. Now, I should clarify that any injuries you receive will not be covered by our healthcare system if your injuries are not being reported.
Holy shit! Again, man. Hunt rocks for living. I signs it and then gives it back. I don't know what any of this means. I'm probably not gonna be here for that long. Actually, I mean, it's not really up to me. It's up to, but you know.
All right. Well, if you have nothing else, I'd like to get back to my work, and you could go enjoy the amenities of this lovely place.
Okay. Wine.
We do have an entire vineyard below deck. I don't know
We've
if that
heard.
was mentioned.
We've heard.
Been a while since I got wine drunk. I won't get wine drunk.
Drunk's fun.
This ship is
Probably.
essentially a mobile city-state, so any industry that you can fathom would be on this ship is on this ship.
Wow.
Wait, I have a quick question.
Sure.
How come this ship looks like shit compared to the tower?
The tower is new. It's not had a chance to interface with our magic yet. For reasons we cannot discern, the magic and tech that we create with it rusts faster at a deeply accelerated pace.
Do we know it?
Okay.
Hey guys, do we know why that is? Just want to.
We've been told that we can't comment on that.
That is, you can comment on whatever you want.
I didn't know if we knew was more the question. I can't.
Cards close to our chest here, Jeej.
Have I ever done that?
Yeah, I'm suggesting the idea.
Foreign. I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay. All right. You know, maybe you are a lot like.
Yeah, I
Gunji,
don't know.
What I think about it. Okay.
I don't know anything about that, but yeah, magic rust sounds like they go together.
That's true. Always has been.
The magic calls the rust, kinda.
Right, yes. We have been called rust callers by some.
Oh.
How do you feel
Specifically,
about that?
I don't mind it. It's true. Wherever our magic goes, our rust follows. Quite simple.
Okay, I have a point to prove with the person.
It's
That's
just.
where I'm
So you
from.
guys, just
I'd like to
clarify,
be
you guys
clear.
feel
Just mages are referred to that way.
Oh, okay.
and you guys
Okay.
don't think of it as a slur or anything. It's just a thing
No,
to
good
say.
heavens! What?
Okay,
Why?
I just wanted to check the environment. I didn't know. I don't want to offend
We
anybody.
don't.
I'm
It's
not
not
from
like
here.
official term.
Neither are most slurs. So I just wanted
Okay.
to check. I just wanted to check the status to make sure. Sorry. Sorry.
If somebody were to want to take a look at the whole atom shaking thing, where would they go about that?
He reaches up and pulls a cloth down, and there's a giant metronome-shaped machine
Not me. Not
right here.
staying here. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thank you.
Are you sure you don't want to take a step inside?
100%, actually. That would be deeply insensitive to everybody around me and also me. No offense to you guys. I don't want to, I got shit to do.
We're supposed to go talk to some fancy council.
Yes.
Like the
and
board
get permission.
or something.
The Board of Commissioners, yes.
That. Any tips?
Well, the Lord General is on it, and if he's taking a liking to you, you've got 1 out of 9 total votes necessary to be permitted onto that project. The easiest way would be to pledge your allegiance to the Arethian army and get soldier chips.
Does that come with like mind control?
No, why would we do that?
I don't know.
I mean, it seems actually that one does seem pretty straightforward to have an army of. I guess it'd be
Yes,
on
you
that.
could control the army. Absolutely.
If you volunteer to be a soldier, there is no world in which we would see fit to force you to always want that.
This place is weird.
Yeah,
We
I
operate
appreciate that.
for the good of our people.
Again, I'm kind of used to that. These guys, I don't think they even have a concept of that. I'm going to be real. Like I understand that to a degree. You know, the issues with monarchy being what they are, but
We're a republic.
Gigi's from a monarchy.
I'm from
Oh.
monarchy.
She meant.
Okay, sure. Monarchies don't exist anymore.
Do
Here.
where I'm from.
Okay. Right, no, your residence image, I forgot.
I
Listen,
guess.
the soldier chips are the easiest way. If you can fabricate a reason compelling enough to convince them to let you just get a look at the project, that would. They're not unreasonable people. They don't really take meetings or appointments unless one of the board members calls for it. In this case, the Lord General, and the Lord General having your cause in mind must mean that he in some way believes that you can help with one of the 9 tenets of Arethian culture, which is expansion.
Is there like a tenant that's like perfection?
No, but if you find yourselves anywhere near the catalyst, you could probably find one of the old gods.
Oh, okay, yeah, different thing then. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Audacity?
Also one of the old gods. I don't know where they're at, though.
What are the other 8 tenants?
So there are 9 in total. The first is expansion. The second is exception. The third is might. The fourth is open arms, generosity. The fifth is gratitude. The sixth, and arguably the least important, you're not going to get sent to prison over this one, is be nice.
Is it official?
It is legally official, yes.
Be nice.
You gotta, yes.
It's
be
phrased like
kind.
that? Be
Well,
kind?
no, I'm simplifying
Oh, okay.
for your sakes. The 7th is understand. The 8th, and the most important, is pride. And the 9th and final one is commodify. Any resource that you can get your hands on that is good for Arethia is good for Arethia, and we want it.
And you said the most important one was pride?
Correct.
Okay, guys, I figured it out. Never mind. This doesn't concern you, but I just want you to know something just clicked.
Okay.
Things are making sense.
Anything else?
Where can we go to take a nap?
You guys have been assigned the Stellar Suites, which are a couple levels up.
Okay. And there's wine there too.
You can order wine using the panel on your door.
Does that cost? What's the currency deal?
As long as you are on this ship and a citizen, you are not charged for what is considered to be a necessary service.
Is wine a
Wine is a necessary service.
Again, I love it here.
Yeah, winning me over here. All right.
That's
It's
crazy.
part of the quote unquote be nice tenant camaraderie.
Well,
Alcohol typically leads to commiseration.
okay. Yeah. Does that sound okay, guys? We'll kind of take a second to go up and chill.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for answering questions and talking to us, and also the chips, I guess.
Of course. Good luck with whatever it is you have going on.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Thanks.
It seems like a lot.
All right. Shall we?
Yes.
Okay. As we're kind of making our way up to the room, that's okay. So, good job, everybody. I feel like that went pretty well.
Mhm.
Just so I can get kind of like an idea of dynamics, is Gigi leader here?
Oh my god.
Or is
Oh
that
my
like a-
god. That's crazy. Did you just okay.
Well, I'm just asking. I
Um,
don't know what the dynamics are here. You guys don't have Russ, so
You guys correct
Um,
me if I'm wrong. It like Gigi definitely not leader. Spark, I don't feel like you have any leadership responsibilities. Akanis, kind of what's your vibe?
Not leader.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, like Alethos
Yeah,
kind of had
what's
this like existential mission that kind of led us in a direction, but like
Maisie made all the big decisions.
Maisie did make the decisions, yeah. Yeah, I had to like work my way through, but yeah, I think Maisie was the leader if we had to like say, but it wasn't really like that kind of like hierarchical system. It was kind of just like, yeah. So you
Okay.
can
they didn't say that like you had a project lead or anything when
No.
they sent them.
no. What? No, I don't think did they? I wasn't there for that.
You guys were not assigned
guy-
an official leader by Blight, no.
The guy who
I
gave
mean,
us that
obviously
mission's
we-
dead anyway, so like who?
Yeah, we like went against them, but it just turns out that that was
Maisie
kinda-
was kind of previously employed by them or knew them. I don't remember. So we looked to Maisie a lot for
Maisie-
like the real life thing, and then Alethos for a lot of the like weird tech stuff that we didn't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
We looked to Conneth for all the like weird pike guy things. No, what was his name? Lance. Pike guy with the scary blight. I'm forgetting who
ours was
what
switched
scary
around.
guy.
Pike was our chill guy. Lance was a scary guy. Oh. It's weird what they change. Anyways, I think she like key cards the room or whatever.
This room is a jarring transition from the rest of the ship because its metal is completely clean and free of rust. The beds are laid out in nice. You watch as they rise from the floor and adjust to the number of occupants that have entered this room. The Lord General has ordered your Magitech be translated into your language, so you guys can order whatever you would like. And the ceiling is an immersive three-dimensional, essentially a sky panel that lets you look at the night sky despite the sun still being out.
It's really
This is
nice.
crazy.
I'm just gonna say it. It's really nice. It's nicer than my room. Nowhere for a dragon though, so I can do gotta, one strike.
Shall we order wine, a little bit of food? That sound good?
Yeah. They
Okay.
have real food here, probably.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's just I can't lie and say I'm not a little excited to see what the food tastes like. But
Oh.
yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm kind of awkward. Feel like
Join
I'm
the
kind of
club.
intruding on
No.
things.
It wasn't your
Sp-
choice, really, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, can't really apologize for her. That's like my first instinct go to though.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Does the menu have anything with tomatoes?
Yes, it
What's a
does.
Pizza.
Pizza?
Pie.
I'm just assuming all the really like weird futuristic food you might find in Final Fantasy is present in this place. So
Yeah.
we got hamburgers. We got
Chocobo omelet.
chocobo omelet. Excellent. Yeah. Legally distinct chocobo omelet.
Legally distinct chocobo omelet.
It's actually a boca cho omelet.
It's a vanilla bow.
Yeah, I mean, G's gonna put in like several different types of wine because they don't necessarily like have that where she's from. It's more like a table wine kind of situation. So she's just like picking words, and also like anything that looks like a dessert is being ordered. But that's, if left to her own devices, that's all that's getting ordered is wine and dessert.
I think that like maybe while Spark is like looking through the menu or something, Maisie is just going to pull Gigi to the side real quick.
Easy.
Or sorry, Sarah. My bad.
Mhm.
Hey, sorry, I really don't mean to like intrude. I don't know your thing with me. I just want to say, I know this would be pretty difficult for you right now. I know, my Gigi, gun Gigi. I know her pretty well. Would be struggling. You guys seem relatively similar temperament wise. And your girlfriend kind of blowing up and running away is probably like
Yeah. Wait, what were those words you said?
I said a lot of words just now.
Yeah, never mind. I think it's fine. Whatever you said, it's probably fine.
Just
Yeah, it is a lot. I feel like I'm in a weird position. I kind of did this to like everybody else a little while ago, so I feel like I can't really be like too weirded out by anything that happens in this realm.
yeah, but you guys hadn't. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, there's like a little bit of like difference, I guess, of course, but I'm just, we're just taking it one step at a time.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
when there's time to process emotions, I'll probably process some emotions. But
Okay.
I
I've got great news.
appreciate
Yeah,
your
sorry.
efforts to be positive. It's nice.
Okay.
It's good.
Again,
I think we need that.
Not trying to necessarily be positive, just trying to give you a little bit of space because
It feels
again,
positive.
okay, good, yay. Everybody else, it's like a good friend leaving, and then it's
Hard to
different for
tell.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just
We'll figure it. It takes a little bit. It takes a bit. It takes a minute. I think everything is fine. Probably. No
Okay, I'll
hard
let
feelings. I'm just, I want to make that no hard feelings here. No, like
you
you're
can.
totally good.
Okay, between us, you and me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Totally good.
Hard
You
feelings
seem nice.
between you and Maisie
I didn't say
for
that.
sure, probably.
I didn't say that.
Okay, hey, everybody. Now that we've ordered food, just want to throw it out there. I have no idea what Maisie's doing in my kind of place. But I think you should probably be upset with her. I don't I think she did something shitty. And I don't I understand. I saw her. We kind of look past. I do look a lot like her. But I'm not gonna take these as slights against my person.
Yeah. No,
If
this is tough.
you can
I'm
talk
not
about
mad
her.
at you.
Yeah, for sure.
You seem great. Just a little sad that our friend left us.
God, that was
We'll
shitty.
get over it. Guess that happens a lot around here.
You guys too? Wow.
DD left. Alito's left.
Okay, that one hurts a little
Maisie
bit.
left. It's okay. Honestly, I've known you longer than I know another DD.
That's interesting to think about.
Yeah. I only knew DD for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I guess I was just thinking more like Maisie knew GG for like forever.
Maisie knew DD for a long time.
Like long time.
Yeah. I don't know. Sarah, have known Gigi since I was like 12 and stopped having a shadow.
Wow.
You also
that's
don't have a
cool.
shadow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is that when it happened?
Do you know why?
Yeah, around that.
Yeah, why? Why do you not have a shadow?
Gigi, it was something. Book Gigi was not very good at just taking things from a very intricate perspective down to a more understandable one.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
So I'm still kind of waiting on that one. Because Gun Gigi's, it's complicated. Gun Gigi's time is kind of like coming to an end. She's very concerned about that. Or like
Maybe.
time in our one.
Okay.
Like she's not gonna die, but she's gonna go back to her
Uh,
place. So I am hoping to drill down more into that with Book Gigi when they get back.
that's crazy.
But it's something to do with the forest and the nightmares. So
That seems right. I feel like that feels right. Okay.
You're muted, Tay. Sorry.
I was saying the fourth with the fade, but then I was trying to say shades with the lisp. Fade.
Yeah.
And then pulls out her little guy.
Oh, is
The
that where you're
fourth?
from?
Yeah. I think
Oh.
that's at that we
Cool.
played, right?
Forest is kind of this very ornate black and white, like holds up the kind of arm guards that are made out of shattered glass. Like everything's made of these. Shadow Place feels more like a transitional space.
Other Maisie went there, but I think it was when they died.
That's bad. I haven't died,
trying to figure
so that's kind of an anxiety point for me, I guess. Dying, which is fine.
I think I like teleported, and unfortunately, I am a little bit aware that that's kind of like getting de-atomized and then like reconstructed. So it is kind of like dying if anybody's ever been teleported. That I feel like I didn't ask for that information, but it's just here from book GG in your terms.
Yeah. How long did
Um,
it take you to start getting memories? Because they're trickling in, but it is a
Just
lot,
like
and I'd love
all
to
the
provide more
time.
context.
Just like all the time, really.
Oh, okay,
Like
interesting.
always. Like kind of maybe my whole life. It's weird. But
I meant like book Gigi's memories for you.
no, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
okay.
talking about.
Oh, okay,
That's weird.
interesting.
Feels kind of like
Yeah.
gelatinous up there a little bit.
Yeah, it
sometimes.
is like I'm getting a couple, and we are so similar that it is kind of hard to,
Oh,
tell
yeah.
which one's which. But
I'm gonna
I'm sorry. Go.
I'll just keep
pause
riffing
us
for the next
there.
2 hours.
Yeah. I'm gonna pause us there for that exact reason. You guys get your food. It is very good.
Yummy.
It is. You can tell made fresh. It is hot. The wine is perfect, aged down to probably the femtosecond that it needs to be aged to.
That's a word you said.
Femtosecond is a real measurement of time.
Fuck.
Good to know.
It is one of the smallest measurements of time that you can get.
Spark does comment on every glass that she tries that the grape juice went bad.
Oh, Spark.
Guys, we order any good grape juice?
Just like
Um,
maybe try to just like drink a little more and see if it gets better.
Okay.
Maybe
Young Spark
you just
incoming.
gotta get used to it. You just gotta get used to it. It's fine.
Are there any actions anyone would like to do before bed and final scene?
Actions?
Even if I wanted to, I think the combination of exhaustion and sadness and wine, she out.
If Gigi's doing anything, it's drinking like a little too much and then just like kind of like having a moment in like a distant
Having
corner.
a super
Like,
normal one.
like laughing, crying, sobbing, like head on knees, like laying off the side of like it's a lot. It's just like there's a lot happening. There's a lot of like processing happening. A big like, hey, don't look over here kind of vibe, but isn't really gonna notice. So it's like, just give me a second. Definitely at one
It
point she's like,
probably
no, it's
is.
fine. It's fine. I'm like almost done, I think. And then just like goes back in for another like 30 minutes, but it's like fine.
Yeah, whatever Spark does go to sleep, like, because she doesn't know how to process her own emotions. She definitely doesn't know how to help Gigi with hers. But will just like probably fall asleep just next to wherever Gigi's chilling, having a time.
I think in response to Gigi having a moment, Sarah's gonna kind of get a Econis. Just, so is this more complicated than I'm thinking? Were they not dating?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer that question.
Okay. Okay.
The perfect person to ask is a comment.
Okay, I just have to approach this differently. I was just assuming.
Maybe just
know.
ask Gigi.
I don't. Looks over at her, just like sobbing in the corner. I don't think that's a great idea. For
Like
me
just
to do right
flopped
now.
over, like hanging off a bed, like face of the floor.
Well, good luck.
Why do you say that like you're gonna leave them with me?
Well, I can't do anything else. I look like her.
Yeah, but you're pointedly not her.
Yeah,
Difference.
but I am. Like, we have the same everything, same face, same name, same all that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like it'd be awkward.
You're just less broody.
Thank you. We got to get down to the bottom. I'm hoping for more of these memories coming in so I can kind of shed some light on that, because it doesn't seem like she's gonna.
Any insight that you can provide us about our Maisie would be much appreciated, I think.
I'll get to the bottom of that tomorrow. hopefully, if I have more memories.
Sounds good.
We retire our heroes to bed. They fall asleep on this new place, a rusty dirigible barreling towards the council, the commissioners. Sarah, as you drift off into sleep, you are met with new nightmares. Nightmares that aren't yours. You're met with Maisie's nightmares. You see a flash of who you can only assume is her, Alethos, getting a spike put through her midriff. You see visages of Akonis being forcefully freed from the plant within. You see Spark torn up by her own trap. You see Gigi, distraught and sad. And you see a burning town on the hill. You wake up in the obsidian forest. A single glass apple in front of you. And two haunting figures with pikes through their eyes. Sister Anger and Sister Fear are waiting for you here.
Hello?
One of them starts, well, it's about, and then it cuts to the other one. Time you woke up. We have been waiting for some time. You are not the one we remember.
You're the two I remember, so.
Very good.
I thought this didn't exist anymore.
Our power is beyond your ability, pitiful as it may be, to comprehend time. We can pull you from wherever we like.
Okay, why can you do that? Sorry, why can you do that to me?
Simple answer is you are the key.
What? Ooh, okay, that's not a simple answer. That's not a simple answer.
Your echo wants to return. It would make her so happy. But you must do something unthinkable. Find the rebel. Help him bring the chemicals to the catalyst. Ensure our future takes place. Bring Maisie's family back.
My family, too. Or I
Your
guess.
timeline is not in danger.
Yeah, okay. So only you guys exist? Here?
In a sense.
Okay. So these people don't know Russell. Did Russell also get sent back? Do you know Russell?
They pause for a moment, contemplating the name. It is almost as though they do not even recognize it.
Oh God. Okay, sorry.
Before one of
I
them
guess
perks up. Russell was the one we sent into that. They both say this at the same time. Yes, the death trap. Suicide mission, really. Such a shame. meant to be Maisie, but Russell took the job with her.
I think I'm ready to wake up now.
All you have to do is take a bite of the apple.
I never liked you motherfuckers. And is going to take a bite of the apple.
Ash and dust fills your mouth as a fairy's corpse falls from it. And you jolt awake, and that is where we are going to end the first episode of our return to the Beacons of Farlight, Arc 3. Fall of Arethia is the official title of the arc. It's also the official title of the show for the next 2 or so episodes. So get used to it. It's sticking around. I'm going to give my cast a chance to go around and say who they are, where you can find them all over the internet, and they can plug anything they would like to plug, as well as we'll get the announcements out of the way that I so rudely interrupted with my cold open. I will go ahead and I think we'll skip Tay so you can do all that stuff towards the end. And we'll go on over to Eve.
It's me. Hi, I'm Eve. I've been here. I'm at EJ the Great on social media. Whichever one. I don't really use most of them, but I'm there. If you want to see me on a stream, sometimes on Thursdays I'm here playing Last Caravan whenever we do that game. I don't know if we're playing tomorrow or not, but we might be. So just like look at the channel and you'll figure it out. Same time. We started like 8:30-ish Eastern. Just give it a look. And that's it. I play this game and I play that game. I'm thinking about running something though. Stay tuned. I don't know. I've got some ideas. But anyway, that's all from me. Am I passing it or is it?
Well, you gotta provide the microphone.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, well, since we skipped Taylor to do announcements, I'll just take it and I'll drop it like the pieces of my heart down to harp.
I'm going to catch the mic in my cup and take a little sip, folks. I'm Harper. I am at Harping Harp on Twitter and Blue Sky, which I'm using again because they added videos, and also all of my Brazilian friends are on there.
There's so many people who
and I
speak
can still
Portuguese
talk.
on Blue Sky. It's like
my
entire Discover feed is in Portuguese anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. I just hit the translate button and it's some good shit. What do I do? I'm on They Call Us Villains yesterday and 2 weeks from yesterday. I'm on Old Gods of Appalachia on this coming Tuesday, and the alternating Tuesday. You get it. You can go to my YouTube and watch a video if you want to give me a fraction of a cent. But if you do that, please watch it all the way through so the algorithm thinks you like the video. I think that's everything anybody can know about me. I played soccer in elementary school. Oh my god, it's been so long I almost forgot the mic bit. Oh my god. I am going to I'm gonna put this mic water on a low simmer until it kind of condenses like you do with salt out of it. And then I'm going to put that into a molcajete and grind it up and then send it over to Kian.
I will graciously accept, but I'm not quite sure. Is this in a cup? Is this in a bowl?
It's powder.
My first instinct was to say that
Powder. It's super sketchy to get in the mail.
Yeah. So it's either anthrax or cocaine at this point. So one of the two. Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon or uptight-chiffon, depending on where you're hanging out. Every other Tuesday, I'm also in They Call Us Villains. Every other Saturday, I GM Blooming in the Rot, Invisible Sun AP. Coming up on Monday, I will be GMing for 3 Mondays in a row, public access, over on Entropy Emporium, which I'm really excited about. What else? I got a couple other projects that I can't yet talk about, including one that's going to be happening here in a couple of weeks, which I'm really excited about, here on HSC. But follow me on social media. That is where you will hear about it first. I'm going to pack up this powder. I'm going to cut open a tennis ball, pack the powder into the tennis ball, reseal it, and then put the tennis ball into a slingshot and launch it upward to JT.
I'm going to catch the tennis ball and then use the law of equivalent exchange to turn it back into a functioning microphone. Hi, I'm JT. I'm at WeebGeet all over Twitter. I'm also at Entropy Emporium all over Twitter. It's my channel, technically, only technically. We have a lot of lovely GMs over there, and we're doing a lot of really fun storytelling, including some fun stuff that's no longer airing, but you can find on YouTube, like Lust and Dust, Project Reach, and a third thing. A secret third thing that I'm failing to recall at the moment. I will go over other shows in a moment. You can find me here every other Wednesday for the foreseeable future, running this, my beloved Beacons game with my beloved Beacons cast, treating them as heroes are to be treated, with great conflict and as much resolution as they could muster without my help, because I'm only the conflict half of this. You can also find me on the Alternative Wednesday as Caldwell in The Lost Caravan in our Nova miniseries. He is a sad robot with no friends. Sometimes no friends. Sometimes like 2 friends, maybe. 2 enablers, I guess, would probably be better to say. And then Entropy Emporium. We got a lot of shows. I'm in quite a few of them. Every other Tuesday, as I mentioned, They Call Us Villains. It's a Masks horror actual play run by JD. Every other Thursday is God Complex, a Girl by Moonlight actual play that is Neon Genesis Evangelion inspired, with a little Pacific Rim on top. I'm in that one. I play Cogs, who is a time loop guy. Every other Friday is Weird Wild's War. It's a 5e homebrew campaign run by me. Yours truly. The cast over there has been so very fun. The planes are gone. Where did they go? Who knows? Every other Saturday, you can find Blooming in the Rot, an Invisible Sun actual play run by Kian, as Kian mentioned. And then Public Access is coming up. It's an anthology series. Kian also mentioned that. I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to take the mic. I'm going to fully disassemble it, parts and all, and I'm going to ship Tay the parts over a 3-week period.
Wonderful. I'm going to get all of these at various different times because, you know, that be how sometimes shipping works, as things have been delayed. And by the end of the 3 weeks, I probably have it assembled. And it didn't work, so I bought a new one. Hi, I'm Taylor at Potato all over the internet. There's underscores in some places, but who knows? You'll find me. Yeah, you can find me here doing this obviously every other Wednesday, plus on the same weeks every other Monday over on the Lost Caravan playing some Lancer's Hell's Gate. Like you said, we got some of the Last Caravan. Yep. Confusing. Here every Thursday or whenever we kind of have the time for that. That's really all I'm super doing right now because work.
But you can also, wherever you listen to your podcast, you should listen to Bloom and Blight. It's a wonderful Girl by Moonlight podcast. I am the director of the wonderful Kit, who's not here today, who usually does a spiel. And Anna have been absolutely wonderful producers, editors, everything. It is a beautiful, wonderful show. The whole first season's out. You can binge it now if you'd like. And guess what? We're recording season 2. So get ready. We had a fun, big announcement where we're going to have a new player joining in, taking over our sweet little bean, Zeke, from the first season. So get ready for that. But here on High Shelf, that's my calendar. Like I said, we have the Last Caravan on Thursdays. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize it got. Oh, Owen's doing so many things with us here. We're gonna have one shot on Saturday. I believe this one is Morkborg blank, like just plain Morkborg.
It's just raw Morkborg.
I think it's just raw Morkborg, ran by the wonderful Owen. That'll be on Saturday. I'm very excited for that. And then really nothing else except for this every other Wednesday. And then I believe October 1st, we will have our Werewolf Rage Across Texas. And then probably, I think, like 1 or 2 more of that before that season's done. As well as then October, baby. Morktober. We're going to have so many fun games. We're going to have so many fun things. I'm very excited. It will kick off on the 5th with, again, Owen, this time Cyborg. That is why I was confused. I couldn't remember which was which. He'll be running that on Saturday for the, it's got like a wild, fun name that he has added to it that I, for the life of me, can't remember. Something Murder Arcade. It's going to be a blast. Yeah. We'll also have more throughout the month ran by Holly's going to run something. Kean's going to run something. I'm going to run something. We're going to have Finn back to run something. And Mike is going to run something. So we'll have all sorts of different board-related games. All of them are different. Like, they're all obviously Morkborg rules, but various different themes and stuff. So it's very cool that everyone actually, like, pitched fully different games to run. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that's us. That's what we'll be doing. Follow us on socials for more fun stuff, and keep in the loop on all that. Am I supposed to be, I think I'm supposed to be in charge of rating, huh?
Sure, if you wanna.
I can be in charge of that. I gotta open it up. Someone vamp for me.
What do you got?
Have you guys ever heard about the 1998 video game Glover?
Can't say I have.
That's the beautiful thing about it. It's been, it's because I told you about it, JT.
I didn't think you were lying to me. That's true. I thought you'd send me a completely made up article.
It's a pretty it's a really interesting game to me because I think it's so fascinating how so many like mascot platformers from that era, like Banjo-Kazooie, like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, even like Gex, are remembered for something, whether that is like their like moderate success or is like a cult classic or fan favorite, or with like Mario and Sonic, obviously, turning into giant franchises. You can cut me off whenever. I will go for 10 minutes.
Keep going. The raid is starting, but it's going to take a second till I can hit go.
Cool.
So, video essay.
Glover, 1998. Glover, like a glove like on your hand.
That I might. Let me see.
And
I saw this.
But anyways, I find it really interesting that Glover is simply not remembered at all. It's kind of
like a precursor to Hamburger Helper when you think about it.
A little bit more of a magic glove. There's the
not finding the difference.
More of a wizard's glove.
Everyone smile and wave as we go out on this rant.
We're
the cool thing about